Hey guys, it's currently the 14th. Yeah, I am doing some planning. I have like a couple of guests that I feel like are like the people that I find interesting. And I think that's why like the podcast might be a little biased right now because most of the people that I ask are people that I find interesting personally. But hopefully when by August, September, October. By October, November, I think then maybe people would actually start requesting the people that they would want to hear their stories or want to hear their point of view and all of that stuff. And I'm actually very open to that. And if anybody wants a particular person, just tell them and also tell me, but start by telling them that there's a podcast that they're doing the damn do's, and then they should actually hop on here because I love conversation, and that's why we have the A tribe so that people can come and tell people their business, their tea, and just their life in general because we're trying to give people a voice. I have like a couple of stuff that I'm supposed to do this week. I'm supposed to wrap up season one because I didn't really wrap it up, and there's an episode that I posted that was like halfway in. By the time obviously you guys watch this, it will be out, so you guys should check it out. And I'm breaking down all the like there was a breakdown of the episodes that I was editing before that, so I'm gonna post it. And if you actually don't follow me on Instagram, you should follow me on Instagram. And I don't know if I should start another TikTok account or I should just proceed with my TikTok account. I'm not too sure about that. But as is, I just use my TikTok account, and everything is actually on the link, so y'all can check that out. I watched a nice and neat podcast episode yesterday featuring Miss Simone, and she said a lot of stuff. I ended up crying. I don't know. I think I'm becoming a crier these days. I don't know. I don't know what's going on. But yeah, she was basically talking about how, like, one of the things that she prays for is for God not to, like, for her heart not to change. And I get, like, I completely understand that because I feel like over the past 6 months, they've been so difficult for me. And it's just so easy for you to just be like, screw everybody and just, swing the whole pendulum from like the right side of like caring about people and, caring about like what people think and all of that stuff. I really and heavily struggle with that. I would say I'm trying, I don't want to say, I don't know if I'm a recovering people pleaser or I'm just, I would say I used to be a people pleaser like very recently. And now I think making certain decisions are very difficult for me because I tend to think of what other people are going to think. And I think that cripples me. And also, I feel like there's something that she said that she's like very understanding of people. And I think much as that is also a blessing for me because I'm not easily angered. I'm a person that like when somebody does something to me, I'm so quick to be like, oh, okay, I get it. Like, I completely understand where you're coming from. But then sometimes it's at my own, like, it compromises me. And I think just the understanding that like, you know I gotta put me first, that type of thing is really important because I was talking to someone. I really be talking to a lot of people, but yeah, I was talking to someone and he was like, I think the thing that you should actually and mainly do is you just need to look out for yourself. Like, you can't help other people if you're not helping yourself. And I think just that is so difficult for me because I'm a firstborn and I do a number of things to help people in different ways, financially and all of that stuff. So and I started taking care of my family really early, like when I was in first year. So now it's like I'm so used to putting people above myself, and I think it kind of distorts how you think of yourself because now I have to literally remind myself that like the scripture is all things are working together for your good, and they're like the fact that like I actually deserve good things and I'm worthy of good things. Like, I'm so used to putting myself in the back to the point where it's like when someone does something good for me and someone is like wants to take care of me, and I'm just like, why? Like, somehow I feel like you're doing it so that I can do something in return. And if it feels, sometimes I'm just like, why are you doing it? Like why? But I don't know, man. I don't know how we got here, but I just felt like saying that because maybe someone might actually need that because personally I really struggle with that. There's a guy I talked to. I don't know if he'd be comfortable me mentioning his name, so I'm not gonna do that. But he's one of those people that like every time he texts me, we don't really talk as often, but every time he texts me, he's like, I feel like you have gone through so much in your life and you need to like remember how far you've come, and you need to actually celebrate yourself a lot more than you do. And boy, when I tell you, sometimes when he just randomly pops up to text me, I'll be crying because he doesn't know me. Like, we've never met. He just watches my stories, and I think he's a person that actually really follows what I do. And bless his heart. But yeah, guys, I feel like that's basically it. And I don't think there's anything new on my side. So let me know, guys, like, what is your relationship with yourself? Do you have a healthy relationship? Do you have a toxic relationship? Do you have like an ish? You know, sometimes you love yourself, sometimes you don't. Because I feel like it's very important to actually identify where you lie when it comes to the relationship with yourself, because I feel like we pour out so much to other people. We are so responsible when it comes to like loving people, taking care of people, but then when it comes to ourselves, we kind of like we're not aware of like what we want, you know, what we really want. Like, there's the want, but like it's the really wants. Because like I said the other day, was it yesterday, there was a guy that I actually like I wanted, but I don't think I really wanted him. When I journaled this morning, I realized what I actually wanted was, I guess, just knowing that someone wants me, you know, because like I said, recovering people pleaser. So like I I was chasing the wrong thing. I think I wanted intimacy. I wanted someone to understand me. I wanted to feel wanted. But then I was basically going on about it in the wrong way. And I think that's why it just didn't work out, because God was like, you ain't gonna get that from that person. Come on. But yeah. Um so yeah, guys, that's it. That's it. I'll catch you guys soon. Ciao for now.